Welcome back, ladies and gentle toes. We're here at Gaia Prime. It's been exploded, the mountain that fell. So we've just spoken to Silence. We've just heard about Ted Ferro and his tomfuckery. We've just heard about the override and how we need to craft it to this lance. Beautiful. So let's look at the lance. Inventory. So we got Silence Lance and we've given the other one away, but this has I wish we'd looked at what it was like before, but I think it has increased our damage somewhat. I don't know by how much. We've got some skills here as well, so let's get this low profile skill here. Further reduces your visibility to enemies when crouching. Okay, we've got a few data points here explaining about Silence and the eclipse. So let's start here and go clockwise.
Task is complete.
Yes. The focus network is active, built to your specifications. Check it yourself if you must. I'll wait. But I remind you of the reward you've been withholding. Quantum processing?
Data has been compiled. Volume too great for transfer.
How inconvenient for me.
Come before me. You shall receive your reward.
Very well.
Helis. Threat detected inside Eclipse.
Speak its name, O Shadow, and it will die.
You will eliminate this one. Silence.
Silence. Yes. A truth whispered at night is seen in the day. He was never one of us. It will be done.
Okay, so that's the kill order that we heard about.
I traveled far to find you. I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it?
Entity is not known.
I'm called Silence, and you are. I don't think you'd have called out if it wasn't something you wanted. You called, I responded. Will you tell me your name?
Hades.
You are a creation of the ancients. A war machine?
Define timeline.
Time? Ah. It is the 13th king of the Karja Sundam's reign.
Define Karja.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. Were you created by the ancients? I wonder how long you waited here, buried, until I chanced upon you. How long you'd have to wait for another. You're obviously very powerful, but you're not going to get anywhere without me.
Titan Flame merely houses intellect. Define Karja.
Now that's more like it.
So they're swapping information tit for tat. So Hades escaped from Gaia Prime just before it exploded and found himself in the body of a Titan just to give himself a housing. And he needs his help to do what he's designed to do. And there's such an interesting video by Random Side Quest, a digital friend of mine. Obviously you guys know him just as well, but he came up with basically we see Hades as this villain, but he's actually doing just what he was designed to do. And when Travis Tate talks about how he's designing Gaia and how she needs to step back when Hades is involved, and there is a very finite level of power that they need to attain, and too little, and Gaia tries to trick her way into getting stuff. And is this an example of Hades stepping in because something's going wrong with the world in the way it was?
I have to tell Avad that the Eclipse are ready to strike.
Oh dear.
After what happened with Derval, I know he'll defend the city. But the Spire...
We set that off. What was I saying? Yeah, but too little, and Gaia will try and do her tricks. So is this just the world gone wrong? And Hades stepping in to reset it so Gaia can have another go? So it's just how Project Zero Dawn was designed, and Gaia has basically, because perhaps Travis didn't get the right thing going on. Gaia's doing anything she can to get back control of what she's created, which is what she's designed to do. So that is his theory, very eloquently put, and once explained, it seems very obvious. So the real villain of the piece is not Hades, because Hades is doing what he's designed to do. The real villain is to put the world in this situation, which is Ted Farrow. He is the villain of the piece. Let's listen to this last one.
They're coming.
Preparations are complete.
Lucent Bahamas. Behold, as I promised you. What manner of great machine is this? I've never seen such a thing. Stay your ground, Karja in shadow.
Incorrect. Bow before the buried shadow.
The buried shadow, I don't understand.
Did Ahriman understand the glint hawk that perched upon the alight?
It speaks scripture.
Ahriman followed the shadow cast from the spire.
To the mesa where Holy Meridian was founded.
You will follow the shadow once more.
I am a righteous man, chosen of the sun. But in times of need, the powers of shadow can accomplish what the sun alone cannot. Will you return to us what is ours, O shadow of prophecy?
An army is required. Obey, and Meridian is yours.
Of our obedience you can be certain.
So Silence just told him the right words to use, to basically trick, using their own mythology to get the Shadow Karja on their side, and to do their bidding, which is what they're doing now. Basically, capturing Meridian is capturing the spire. And that's what Hades needs. Hades needs the spire to transmit his codes so he can set his machines into motion to bring back the world back to zero again. But if he succeeds, we've got a Sobek journal there. We can read that, but we're going to read it in one go when they're all released. If he succeeds, then there is no Gaia. So this is the last time Hades can do this. He's going to do it anyway, because that's what he's designed to do. Okay, what have we got? We have, of course, got this last mission, which is going to protect Meridian from the onslaught of the eclipse. But in the timeline of things, we've got time. They're not going to do that yet. We've got plenty of time. We've got plenty of time to grab a few more different missions, a few more collectibles, a few more stories, a few more data points, and of course this beautifully foggy, wonderful adventure we can have up in the cut, featuring the Banuk tribe. But first of all, let's grab this, then we'll make a plan. So, Gaia Prime, the penultimate mission. We have time. We have time and space to imbibe the rest of the stories that we've got before we go on to our final mission. To stop the eclipse from taking Meridian, and to stop Hades from destroying the world. There it is at the top. Love it. I love the climbing in this. I've mentioned it a few times, haven't I? I just wish we could climb more often, and we can in the next game. I'll mention that too. I'm so looking forward to
Forget about traveling light.
how the motion and the controls are going to be developed and the things we can do. I think that'll be great.
Apocalypse Storm Tour, Day 10. So here's where I learned how the world would end. My second apocalypse in a year. Looks like there's a lot of construction going on now. Why would that be?
Oh wow. Oh wow, so this is Gaia Prime, and they've showed it being constructed here. So this guy was around just at the start of when things kicking off, and they knew they had to build this. This was one of the biggest construction ventures that they were going to do. But look at these big machines digging things out, and cranes, and yeah, but they didn't know what it was for. This is one of the last ones in set 3 here. So text. Hi Ma. I was surprised when Pharaoh sent me out here, and not just because the meeting was going to be held in real space. I was surprised to discover that anyone at FAS still knew I existed. When I returned to work after treatment, HR informed me. Do you know what? I think we should read this when we've got everything, because we read that first one and that was great about Baba dying. But then let's read them in sequence when we've collected them all. Okay. Right. So the whole map is clear. Where is our friend? Our friend. I'd like to go and see our friend. There's a corrupted zone there. Here. No, it's not Lone Light. You know who I'm looking for, don't you? You know full well who I'm looking for. I can't remember where he is. Gateland's camp. Lone Light. So let's toggle all icons and let's find settlements. There. No, that's not him. We could go there though. We're looking for Bryn. Our mate Bryn. There he is. Is that him? I don't know whether that's him or not. Right, let's go here first. Let's go here first and just check it out.
A fork. This must be where Nassan was supposed to check in.
Is that a quest we've not yet completed? No. Are they goodies? Are they baddies? I think they're just Karja dudes.
A shadow must pass over it.
Yes, no, this is not. Are these? What are they? No, they're Shadow Karja. They are Shadow Karja. This isn't a place I have been before. So the unflinching watch. Let's see what we can see here. Unflinching watch. Got anything? Are you going to speak to us in any way? No. Relative window dressing, this is.
I've had my fill of talk. What I wouldn't give for a sweet, fresh banana.
Okay, so that's no good. That's Lone Light. That's Caitlin's camp. That's it. Is it? I don't think it is. Aha. It's just here. But we need to happen upon it. It's not highlighting it at the moment. Okay, so let's get ourselves over here and go and see him. Get out of the way of these charges. Yeah, they're all right. Okay, yes. So this is very hidden away, Bryn's house. Blink and you'll miss it. I thought it showed itself in some kind of icon, but it doesn't until you go near it, interestingly. Right, let's get dressed in our stealth finery. Very machine heavy around here. That's how Bryn likes it. So if you haven't seen my video on Bryn, and it's called Bryn Was Right, it's quite an in-depth look at what he understood about the Forbidden West and the prophecies that he came across in his activities, that he did enough to understand more than he should have done about the storms in the Forbidden West, and that explains it very well, but we'll experience it again here in real time.
Full of dead machines.
No tear involved in this. There we are. So lots of machines hung up. It's like he's obviously a hunter. So all he's like butchered the machines apart and hanging them up here like this. And he is of Banuk origin because of the Banuk symbols you can see. It's just his little hideaway. He's a wanderer, but he's settled here.
What are they doing?
Just take all the things you got to offer here, Bryn. Hello, my old chum, my old friend. Favourite character in the game?
Tribal girl. You're a hunter. Machine hunter. I can smell it on you. Their oils and fluids. Oh, your hands are stained. Can I just scent your fingers?
No.
No, of course not. No. Forgive me. In my head, it's
Addled.
heavy with the taste of metal and lightning and prophecy. Do you dream of the metal world, Huntress? That's what you, Nora, call it.
The ancient world?
Yes, you've almost touched it. You hunt the machines, strip the parts, reach into their guts, let the sacred fluids run out, spilling away into the earth, wasted. Open your mouth to insight. Drink up. That's what I did. I'm Bren.
Yeah. Looks like it.
Love him. Let's talk about his tribe first, I think.
You're Banuk. Is this normal for your tribe?
My tribe, my tribe, my tribe. No tribe! The other shamans said, "You've drunk in the machine spirit's madness," they said. "This is not the way of things." Stripped me out on the ice and left me to die. Said, "That's the way of things. Cold, unending."
They cast you out. But you survived.
Perhaps. I remember the chill pressed in slow, spear-tipped. Tall necks gathering their great dark heads over me like a garland. Then I was walking again, walking back to my once tribe. To return is to be forgiven. But I kept walking. No one stopped me.
So living in the tribe there is all important in the Banuk lands because it's so bloody cold. So being ostracised from the tribe for your crimes is basically like getting killed because you're put out into the cold. And if you manage to get out and return from the machines and from the cold and return, then you're strong enough and you've served your penance and you can be welcomed back in the tribe. And that's what Bryn did. He did get there, but he realised once he got there, he didn't want to be there because he tasted the blood of the machines and he'd seen a different way of being. And the tribe didn't want him, so fuck him. He's going to go his own way and discover his own truths. And it's latched onto this prophecy through the blood of the machines.
You really drink the blood of machines?
I heard tales of a tribe from the land where the sun goes at night.
In the west.
They were suckled from the machines. No, it's true. Took wisdom and strength from it. Drew closer to them. Then the tales go dark. A whole tribe disappeared.
Maybe because they all died? Drinking machine blood can't be good for you.
Oh, first it made me sick. Then came the visions. For days and nights. Machine dreams, Huntress.
What are these dreams?
These dreams you have.
Oh, you're curious. Good. It'll give you a long life. I wish that for you. That's my blessing. Now we're sworn. I'll tell you how the visions began. All is silence. The sky is dark. I gather up the world and peel it back, expose the ancient metal beneath, like skinning a rabbit. It's warm to the touch, warm as the sun. Pressed against it, I feel sound. My heartbeat is the thunder of titans rising. Machines bigger than mountains, stronger too. The metal world carried on their shoulders.
I'm not sure I like these visions of yours.
They're an answer. But to what questions? I must know. I'll share.
So he's latched in, he's tapped into the machines there, and he wants to know more. And by drinking the blood, he can get an insight into them that outwardly no one can. And that's not very Banuk. Banuk like to be at one with the machines. They like to hunt the machines, but they don't look for too many answers. They've found their answers spiritually, and they don't really scratch the surface after that.
Those wounds. A sawtooth gave them to you on the hunt, didn't it?
Oh, not just any sawtooth, not just a hunt. I was low, quiet in the long grass, spear at the ready to bring it down. Then the scent, the taste of its blood overcame me. I pounced, wrestled it down, bit into it. Oh, so close. A shiver through my teeth as they ground along the wires. But its teeth won out.
You're lucky to be alive, I think.
Until the wounds mend, flower into scars, only my mind can wonder. But why not trade Huntress. You bring me the blood, I tell you what it reveals.
Deal.
It's been interesting, but I should be on my way.
Roam far, Huntress, and remember, the blood is precious to me. Yes. Good hunting at the Ridge of Vales. If you fell a sawtooth, bring me what spills, won't you? Not enough metal in the rainwater. Not for my taste.
Or maybe too much.
Okay, we find him a bit weird. He's a bit strange, but he struck a deal. We can hunt, and we can learn more of this prophecy. So we are intrigued. But Aloy is quite a down-to-earth character. She doesn't believe in the way that the rest of the tribe see the world, because she's had special insight into some of the truths of things. But she's got an open mind and sense of discovery, and she sees something about Bryn here, something that he is able to offer us. And maybe it's just because we playing just like him. Sawtooth blood, and that is not far away. So what we'll do is we'll just grab this fire, and we'll grab this sawtooth. So a sawtooth, we're well served with a bit of fire. Also a few glint hawks kicking about, so there is our sawtooth. There is our watcher. Okay. Like a bit more cover than we've got going on at the moment. Don't quite know how to achieve that. Got plenty of glint hawks. They're not seeing us, really. I would like let's go over here. Let's highlight his track. Oh dear, oh dear. I think we're being a bit silly coming this close. Let's set this beast. Okay. I can't see its dirty nethers. Oh, I think I've done it. I think I've done it. Did I? Is it going to blow up? Okay. Critical hits. Beautiful. I couldn't see its blaze canister. Couldn't see his blaze canister at all. It's going to blow it up. So we've acquired the blood for a bit more prophecy. So let's go and get that. We can do that by heading straight back. Okay, so by drinking this blood, he is going to see things. He is going to see an insight into the wonderful machine mind.
Ah, Huntress. You've brought me the blood of the sawtooth. Yes, I smelled it a hill away.
Don't make me regret it.
Don't be creepy, Brit.
Wait here. It takes time, and the visions are strong. No matter what you hear, what screams, keep your distance.
Starting to regret it.
Before the time of the Sawtooth, the machines ran as one pack. Metal drumming on metal, keeping pace out to the lightning's edge. The rumble of low storms, that's them in motion. And then, a confusion. Something has changed. The great direction breaks, splits off like a dead branch. They're tumbling now. When they recover, violence is what they know. Now, metal screeches on metal. A death dance, learned from wars before our eyes had learned to see. The Sawtooth, the Ravager, they hunt in the long shadows of others. Jagged shapes, old shapes with bloody eyes. And the machines no longer rise and swell as one thing, an all thing.
You're quite the storyteller. But what's it mean?
Oh, meaning is not for me to say. Only what I saw.
And you saw all that?
Yes. Doesn't it make you wonder? The machines that drive other machines mad, corruptors. It's their venom I must taste next.
Do you have any idea what that could do to you? Oh, you've drunk it before, of course you have.
I found fallen ones on Coiled Canyon's cliffs. Under the sun, it boiled inside them. The vapor. Intoxicating.
He really is an addict. So he's talking about the derangement there. Talking about how the machines had one purpose, one mind to get the job done for Gaia. But when Gaia left us, they didn't have that direction anymore, and the derangement started where it became violent, because the separate AIs, the separate minds, were doing things in a different way, and Hephaestus was following her need to protect her machines, and that's what she knew. So bad things were born. Okay, corruptor blood. Corruptor blood. Now, I think the best place to start would be here. And we can snake round. Let's go and activate this first. Let's look in our crafting, see if we've got anything we can craft at the moment. We have one here. Raccoon skin. We can go straight into this one, and then we're done. Here we've got raccoon skin again, and then we're done. For the sling ammo pouch, we found some fish skin, but we need some turkey. And that is that for now. Right, Mr. Turkey, I think we need some more fish as well, so whenever we find some water, we'll have a peek. See if we can't get some more animal parts to do that. Okay. Off we go. There is some glint hawks protecting a corruptor carcass. That's how this is working.
This'll last.
I'm going to skirt these grazers because I don't think I need them. Scrapper over there as well. The lance horns.
Glintox. Looks like I'm not the only one who wants those characters.
Right, want that bit of protection over there. Okay. So, that was dead corruptor. Plenty of green holes. What does he do? I think we're just going to go and set them on fire. First of all, let us do this. So we get a bit of time away from the scrappers that are going to come at us. Okay, let's just set them on fire. Oh. This guy. Oh dear. Okay, who's burning? Who's not? Any more? There's one here. Right, is that one coming out to play? I don't think so. Level 45, no less. Okay, well, we knocked down a few of these scrappers. But here is the guy we need, this one of these corruptors. Fox? Fox.
Ugh,
there's the blood. Right, back we go to Brinifer. Okay, so the corruptor blood sounds quite potent, doesn't it? Considering they're able to corrupt all the corruption, you know, bombs that they can throw at people.
So did you smell this blood coming? It stinks.
The richest is not always the sweetest, Huntress. In the jungles of the Jewel, a fruit grows, but reeks of spoiled meat. Taste it, though, honey to the tongue. No. This is disgusting. These corruptors never belonged to the herds. They crawled from beneath desert or rust from the bones of old machines. Sickness to spread. That's how they came. Cold metal runs hot, buckles with thorn cuts and tail stings. A fever of obedience. My ears are ringing. I grasp at my tongue. An ingot falls out, stamped with circles and lines. Directions, instructions to break a machine's will. I heard the metal screaming, Huntress. I leave the ingot where it falls. This isn't for us to know. Corruptor after corruptor tramples it in their greedy tread.
That is how they work. Kind of. How do you know these things?
It's not what I know, Huntress. It's what the blood knows. Am I the singer or the song?
I don't know what you are. Maybe get some rest.
No rest when there's unknown journeys to prepare for. Do you know of the hidden machines that hunt?
Oh, I hate
deep in
these.
the jewel?
Stalkers? Yes, I know of them. Oh, stalker blood next? Sure, why not?
The jungles of the jewel. Yes, we understand Bryn now. We know what he can achieve. He hasn't got a technical mind. He doesn't look to understand them in that way, but he knows. He defined basically the essence of a corruptor and which part. He calls it the ingot, but it's the part that allows them to get other machines to do their bidding. What we got here? Yeah, jungles of the jewel down here. We can go and get ourselves a cheeky little metal flower at the same time. Oh, the metal flower is right up the top there.
Not much gets past them.
Oh. We are being discovered up here. Oh dear. We are being discovered up here, but I would like access to a little bit of handhold. What we are hearing here, one of our friends. So I'm just gonna go at him. Okay. Go on, one more, mate. There we go. There's our corruptor. Stalker, sorry.
This should be enough fluid.
Oh shit! That's why I hate them. They're just bitches. Little bitches. The nth degree. Oh. Well, how do we get up to this metal flower then? Where's the handholds? Let's follow the path. So it's saying it's up there, which is obvious. And there's a wee little Banook. Oh no, it's not. Come on, where are your handholds? I'd like to get up there. I'll have to head back round. Bore you to death. Right. Is that a thing? No, that's not a thing. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Just nearby those stalkers. There's a merchant up here. Hello. Don't blame me for being up here. We've got these blast slings we can get for lance horn hearts. And a shadow rattler with a boar skins. We have weapons we still need to get. poem have you got for us? Season of mists and mellow fruitfulness. Close bosom friend of the maturing sun, conspiring with him how to load and bless with the fruit the vines that round the thatch eaves run, to bend with apples the mossed cottage trees, and fill all fruit with ripeness to the core, to swell the gourd and plump the hazel shells, with a sweet kernel to set budding more, and still more, later flowers for the bees, until they think warm days will never cease. It's all about nature, all about Mother Nature and the power of her producing fruit. Okay, Bryn. A stalker we have. I think the last one is a Thunderjaw. So many of these missions are obviously linked to machines, and we have killed a few Thunderjaw in the name of people's help.
It's a clever trick they have, but no need to see what you can scent. This blood is sharp, Huntress. Flint sharp. The last time I took it into me, they say I slept the sleep of death and sweated dark oil.
Right then, let's see what you see.
All right.
Stalker blood.
Try not to die.
A stalker. Watching us. Watched by us. In red eyes, I thought to see ourselves reflected. No, they were dull and set. Set with a purpose precise from their machine mother foundries. They prey. They will not flinch. They are indifferent to the wild. They are final. They are weapons, that's all. My heart drops. Why look for understanding in the axe the moment before it splits your skull? No. No, there's more. The axe does not remember its smelting. These machines do, and pine for the metal world.
It's hard to know what to make of you.
Then open my mouth and look inside. A cave of echoes and memory, but not my own.
I mean, you're tough-skinned, I'll give you that. Especially on the inside.
I first drank at the spring of a fallen thunderjaw. The cables cried out like waterbirds. But felling giants is short work for you.
Trying to appeal to my pride?
No. To inevitability, Huntress. The tremor of their tread. Can you feel it? Tugging you to the eastern valleys?
So a Thunderjaw next, huh? But of course.
So the stalkers were created by Hephaestus to stop, to hunt human beings from killing the machines. So many of the tribes use the machines for their own ends, and they're not there to be hunted. They're there to do a job, and that's all Hephaestus is doing, is protecting her property from doing its job. So they're a relatively new machine, I think, but now he wants a Thunderjaw. But yeah, poor old Bryn, he's really getting affected by this. I don't think it's good for his health or his mind. I think he's becoming quite mentally disabled from this situation. But yes, Thunderjaw, gonna come and get you, sunshine. So our time with Bryn is coming to an end. This is the last task for him. It wants us to take 2 out. I wonder if we can just take the 1. What we might do is try and understand the path here from this bad boy. Let's go a bit closer if we can. Okay. This is a target. Okay. Right, I am going to keep this guy busy over here. Should we set things up first? Let's set things up. let's... That's too far. It's too bloody far. Alright, let's try it this way. Right, let's do it this way. So we want this, because we want to get rid of his good stuff, so we'll do that. That's what I'll do first. Is we'll take that out. Now. Oh dear, it's not worked at all. It's not worked at all. It's not freezing as much as I'd like. Oh, they haven't got any good coils in there. Well, that's frozen in that. Okay. Coming for me.
I'm out.
Right, where's his weapon? Over here. Oh dear, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. If I'm not careful, I'm going to die. I don't wish to die, that much is true. I don't wish to die. Right, what I'm going to try and do is I don't know. Should have set them on freeze first. Which is true. Let's try this again. Oh my word. Okay, he's frozen. Very close, we're very close. There we go. Okay, we got a Thunderjaw. .43 damage coil, shock coils.
Enough blood in this beast for Bryn to set up camp inside it.
Right, let's go and hear our last tale of Bryn. Too sick, too damaged from the sawtooth fight, too addled in his brain to get the blood that he craves. So we're his pimp. His drug dealer, sorry.
I hunted that Thunderjaw you asked for. I should be the one telling a story this time.
You carry it with you. Beam wire burns and bruises, the salt lines of your sweat. See? On your skin, tiny metal flakes.
You mean it was a hard fight? How perceptive.
What signs you've shown me, Huntress. But now, the blood. I followed red trails through a green world. Thunderjaw, striding with the majesty of an old god. These wicked parts, fashioned to kill men.
I've got Stormbird, haven't we?
Great hole made to haunt the sleep of children. And I realize it is a young beast. It was not there to see the first strange birds roost upon a metal skull. It became because of us, hunters. I saw many of tribes gone and yet to come. I even saw you there, fiery-haired, fierce, bared.
What?
Bared of metal, Huntress. Bared of what we tore from their hides to be strong like them, savage like them. We built our world in the machine's shadow. Called them out with every strike of rock and hammer.
You think some machine, made the Thunderjaw because of us?
When you've tasted what I have, in the blood there's change. Such a change. It's colder than Banu-Ur, hotter than the Karja sun.
Does any machine walk or crawl that you haven't drunk from?
In the mountains north, the storm birds. Even the air in their passing crackles with potency. In the sweep of their eyes, they see all.
Don't get too excited. I'll get the Stormbird blood. Maybe. We'll see.
They must know how the orbit slows, fades, falls, decays, and yet returns to more than zero.
Yeah, uh-huh.
But he's got insight there into the Stormbirds and what their information they have. It's quite fascinating. So yes, no, I thought the Thunderjaw was the last one, but no, we have a Stormbird coming up next.